Good afternoon, good afternoon. How are you all doing today? You know who this is. This is Brenda Lee's Creations. Yes, it is busy, busy, busy. I know everyone is busy, busy, busy getting these baskets done, putting them together. So I wanted to come on just for a quick little minute. I've shown you all the pictures, the video of the 25 orders I had for a church. Well, I had 20 of those body wash and sprays and lotion that I had got from the Dollar General when they had their clearance sale. But I only had 20. Well, no, I had 17 of those, so I had to make up some more gifts. I had to get, I think I needed to get at least 10 more to finish out that order. And so I have been looking for some things at a decent price. You know what I mean. And so I just want to show you what I came up with. So I was in Roses, and they had, and I think I may have shown you this, but they had the spray, and I'm trying to look for one that I don't have secured yet. I thought I had one out. Okay, let's see. Let me find one because I don't want to. Let's see. Okay, here's one. Okay, so I had found these for $1, and I was trying to find something that would match that, that I could make a set out of. This is the Sugar Dream fragrance, and they have these in the Dollar General, but they the body cream and stuff that goes with it was like $3.50, and I can't do that because this already is a deal basket, so I can't spend that. So I was looking for something that was another dollar that I could match up, and so I just had been stopping and looking around in different places, and I had gotten one of these, or well, two of these from Roses, and it was in a bag, and I hadn't realized that what I had until I started going through the bag. And I said, oh, that would match that. And then I stopped by the Family Dollar store one morning on my way home, looking just to see what they may have had, and I ran across this Spar Soap body wash, and so these are the two items that I'm putting together. These two, and then I also mixed it up with this. And so that is what I'm doing. And so I just wanted to show you what I am doing with those. I have one already wrapped. And then the other thing, I had those plates that I had got from Walmart, and they were purple. And then I had a few blue as well, because at the time I bought it, I didn't know exactly what I was going to be fixing up for them. So I had these, the blue, and then the majority of them was purple. And that was the majority but I used them for whatever color I was using. Some of my items had some orange, but it worked. And so it worked, and I was pleased with that. But again, when I bought these, I only bought 20. And then I had bought some little bowls. I said, well, maybe I could use the bowls as well. But the bowls really wasn't large enough for me to do what I wanted to do with it. And this is what the bowls look like. But I can use these for something else. And so, with saying all of that, I had to come up with a way, and I didn't want to spend no more money. Because I've already over my budget. Didn't want to spend any more money. So what I did, I just made me a display. I cut out a circle with the foam board, big enough to set my items on. And I had this paper here, which is pretty. And I just covered it with that. And so this is what it looks like in its entirety. Once I have wrapped it, this is what it looks like. I think it's cute. You know, like I say, I'm giving a deal, and that's the last time that deal will be given, because I could have sold those for a lot more than what I have here. So next year, I will have a lot of this kind of stuff on my table. This is what it looked like, not wrapped. So yeah, I will be doing a lot of stuff like this. I'm gonna have a few. I got a few left over, so I will have some of those on my table. So that is what I have, and this is the ribbon that I'm using. You know, it works. It ain't what I really want. I wished I could have had uh, something that matched the paper a little more, which just match. It looks good with the item I just showed you. It'll work. But I'm just one of those kind of people like to match stuff up to the T. You know, I think for us, when I dress, I coordinate pretty good with my clothes. And so I don't think I would have a, you know, if I just had the right things. Uh, if I could have found some yellow, some pale yellow, that would have really set that off. But it is what it is. And I'm going to show you my little bow making. I'm not good at it, but I have learned so much over the last year as doing bows. I do have a bow derrick that I had before I even started doing any of this. I had bought a bow derrick because I was trying to do bows for Christmas to decorate in my house. And so that's why I have the bow derrick. And so, you know, watching them make bows, and I kind of learned a little bit how to do some bows, and like the hand bows, these half-inch, well, one, I think just like a, how many inches is this? Just a 1.5. You know, doing something that small, you know, by hands. We're doing any of them, but anyway, long story short, I'm just going to show you what I do, which, again, I'm new at this, so this one way that I've learned to make bows, and because these are little small items, I'm using this, and I'm making small bows. This going to a church. They will not be on my table. Anything on my table is going to be bigger bows. Okay, so I have it folded pretty much in half to where I want. I think I'm going to make this, I'm going to give myself a little more tail. I noticed on my other my tail wasn't that long. So this, I'm going to pinch it in the middle to see how, what I want my bow to look like, how big I want it to be. And for me, I think that's a good size for me. That's just me now. You know, because the items are small. And again, it's going to a church that's getting a deal, but I'm not going to slack them. I'm going to make sure that my work looks very good. So I'm going to pinch it there. Then I'm going to bring it back around on this side and grab a pinch there in the middle. And then I want to make sure that these bows, that they are even, and they look to be even. And so I will just continue to do that. I'm only giving 2 on each side, not doing a whole lot, just 2 on each side. Just something to make it look nice. Okay, and I'm just gathering that in the middle. Just making sure everything is good. So I have it pinched in the middle. And I was looking for my tile clip things, but I can't even find them. So they may be out there in my building. So I just cut this in half. Again, because it's a small gift and it works. So I just cut that in half, put it in the center, and twist it so that it will hold my item here till I can get it tied. And make sure that everything is in the center here, like I will want it, and that my bows are pretty much even. on both sides, I think. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and tie this off. Give it another twist. And then I'm going to cut my ribbon here. I'm going to lay that to the side and get my bag here. And put my item down in the bag and get this done and let you all go. I want to thank you all for stopping by and watching me do this right quick. You know, sometime in life we just never know. It amazes me that, you know, some of the things I do, you know, different seasons in my life that I never had a clue that I would be doing this. I had never even thought about this. Just looking at somebody do something and it was appealing. And I thought that, you know, I would do it. See how it came out. And so I did. And I enjoyed doing it. And so I've been doing it ever since. My business is t-shirts. And, you know, making mugs and all that kind of stuff. Didn't know I was going to get into basket making. And I had been doing that for several years, just kind of here and there. And I had spent a lot of money on equipment to do t-shirts and all. And I was still working at that time. And I was getting orders. And sometimes I just felt like I didn't have enough of time to do the orders. And I feel like if I could just be at home, I could get more done. And so I just kind of began to seek the Lord about that, expressing, you know, that I wanted to do early retirement. And really, I had given my job 41 years. I did do early retirement. I had worked 41 years, and I was at the point that I was, you know, I was at the point that where I had gotten tired. I loved the job. The job was great, but I just got tired of getting up every morning, doing the same thing over and over. That's basically what it was. There was no growth there for me. I worked for a pediatric hematology oncology center, and we took care of kids with cancer and blood disorders. I was what we call a physician practice specialist. Basically nothing but a secretary. But my position that I did, that I was doing, I scheduled all procedures for the patient. I called the insurance company to get their procedures authorized. I kept up with the schedule and stuff to that nature. And anytime we had any new employees, I was the one to train everyone on the computer system that we were using. And because I had been with the system and with the department so long, you know, they thought I knew everything, but I didn't know everything. I just had been there, and God had just given me that grace to allow me to easily comprehend and just know how to do stuff, which computers was one of my first love back in the day. And so that was what I really enjoyed doing. But so again, I did do early retirement right before the pandemic, but I still worked PRN because at that time a lot of other folks started quitting the job. And so I stayed on as PRN to help out and to train others and, you know, just fill in where it was needed. And so the pandemic came and I did not go back into the building to work. And I just start doing stuff from home on the computer to help out again where it was needed. And just to help keep them afloat, because at that time they had a bunch of new people. And so I was just working and helping them. And so this year here, I think about January, I decided I was just going to give it all up, all together. And just, be home and not be having anyone worry about getting on the computer or doing anything to that nature. And so that's what I did. I gave it up totally. Just February, I think I told my manager that I was just, I was done. I think I was just going to give it up all together. Because I didn't really see a need anymore. Front office was doing pretty good. And when I would go online, I didn't have enough work to even be online trying to do anything. So a lot of time I might work an hour, 2 hours, a day, and might not work no more that week. So for me, that was about bothersome. So I just said, you know what? I don't need to even be doing this. I don't have to do it. So I'm just going to give it up. And in the midst of all of that, I had Bible studies that I was doing. And so, having to study for that, I just really didn't have a whole lot of time to be doing anything. But again, God is so, so good. Doing everything that I was doing, I always find time for my Bible study. Like I tell people, first things first. And that's going to be first. Nothing is going to come before that. And I have not allowed anything to come before that. So I get up early in the morning sometimes to get that part out of the way so that my day will be great. And that is where I am in my life. And God is good, and He have allowed me to do these baskets. Do something that I had never, again, even thought about doing, or even knew how to do. Had no idea how to put a basket together to make your items stand up, and how to even to arrange the items in the basket. Didn't know nothing about none of that until I started watching you all, and you all start teaching me. And I can say this one thing about myself: I am teachable. Love to learn, love to do new things. And so here I am doing stuff that I never thought I would be doing. So, and I'm even doing this stuff on YouTube. I never would have been recording anything for anybody, but I've gotten used to doing that. And then I guess that could be one of the biggest things, to get on here and record and make videos and talk as if someone is right here in front of you. But y'all are miles, cut that wrong, but y'all are miles away from me, hundreds of miles away. Even, learning how to cut ducktails. I remember when I first tried to cut a ducktail, I just kept messing it up. I'm like, what in the world am I doing? But I got the concept of it. Again, here I am. Okay, you all. This is Spring Elise Creation. This is my, that ain't. So, that's my tail. Not like it should be, but it is what it is, and it works for the occasion. You know, one person told me that I was a perfectionist, but I don't agree with that, because when you look up the definition of a perfectionist, it's someone who's trying to please other people. And I'm not trying to please anybody, but I do want things to look nice. I want things to be right. So my definition of what I am, or what I would love to have, or what I do have, is a spirit of excellence. And that is a spirit of doing that which is right, and making sure that everything is proper. So, this is Brenda Lee's Creation. Thank you for spending this time with me, listening to me, and watch me do my basket completely. I think this is the first time that I have ever done a basket in its entirety. Well, I can't say in its entirety because my thing here was already done. But wrapping it, making a bow, all of that is my first time doing that on video. So, again, thank you all for watching Brenda Lee's Creations. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And hit that like button and the notification bell so that you will be notified each time I upload new content. Y'all have a blessed day and continue to do great at your basket making. Thank you so much. And again, for all of you basket makers who have showed me so much in my basket making. And I'm going to end at this point. So y'all have a blessed day. We'll be back soon.